For this project, you will need 3 balls of yarn. So I'm making a size extra small. Any yarn that requires a 3 mm crochet hook is fine. You can use acrylic, cotton, or mixed, and I'm using 100% cotton yarn. Okay, so one ball is 50 grams and it's 170 meters. Okay, you will also need 2 sizes crochet hook, 2 mm and 3.5 mm, pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. So before we start making the top, I want to explain the flow of the pattern. So the pattern has 4 parts. So the first part is the wing. We need to make 2 pieces. Part 2, the connection of the wing. We will make a long chain to connect these two. And then part 3, making the bells. Part 4 is the border, this one, and the string. For the first part, we will use 2 mm crochet hook. Make a slip knot, then chain 5. Chain is yarn over and pull through. Block the 5th chain, then add another 5 chains. In the chain that you blocked, make 1 double crochet. Double crochet is yarn over, insert the hook, and then pull through, yarn over, pull 2 loops, yarn over, pull another 2 loops. Okay, so these 5 chains is 1 double crochet plus 2 chains, and then chain 5, skip 3 chains. In the last chain, make 1 double crochet, then chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same chain. Okay, so that's the end of row 1, and this is how it looks like. Okay, row 2, chain 3. So this is the first double crochet, and then turn 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space from the previous row. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then chain 1, skip double crochet from the previous row, 5 double crochet in the chain 5 space, okay, chain 1, skip the double crochet, and then 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space of the previous row, and then to end, 1 double crochet in the third chain. Okay, so that's the end of row 2, and this is how it looks like. So there's 4 double crochet, chain 1, 5 double crochets, chain 1, and another 4 double crochets. Row 3, turn, skip the first stitch, slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, skip chain 1 from the previous row, then 2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 5 stitches. Chain 2, skip chain 1 from the previous row, and then 2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 3. There's 4 double crochet, and then chain 2, 10 double crochet, chain 2, and another 4 double crochet. Row 4, turn, and then skip the first stitch, this one, and then slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Alright, and then chain 2, and skip the chain 2 space from the previous row and put 2 double crochet in the first stitch, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then you just repeat this pattern in the next 8 stitches. So 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then chain 2, and skip the chain 2 space from the previous row, and then make 2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 4. So starting the next row, we will increase. Row 5, turn, and then skip the first stitch, and then slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, chain free, double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, skip chain 2 from previous row, and then 2 double crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in each stitch and 2 double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, and make 2 double crochet in the last stitch, chain 2, skip chain 2 from the previous row, and make 2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 5. So for row 6 to 13, repeat row 5. Okay, so I'm going to let you do those row and I will see you for the next part. So this is my work, and it's 13 rows total. Row 14, turn, and then skip the first stitch and slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, chain free, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So this is where the string to close the back will be inserted. Okay, next chain 2, skip chain 2 from previous row, and then we just do the same. We are still going to increase both sides. So make 2 double crochet in the first stitch, and 1 double crochet in each stitch. chain 2, skip chain 2 from previous row, and make 2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 14. So starting row 15, we will start decreasing on the right side of the wing, this side, but for the left side we will still increase. Okay, row 15, turn, and then skip the first stitch and slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And chain 2, skip the chain 2 from previous row and make 2 double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, and then make 1 double crochet in each stitch in the next 34 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 15. Row 16, turn, and then skip the first stitch, this one here, and then slip stitch in the next 5 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and chain 3, 1 double crochet in each stitch, then 2 double crochet in the last stitch, chain 2, skip chain 2 from previous row and make 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 16. Row 17, turn, skip the first stitch and slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, chain 2, skip chain 2 from previous row and then make 2 double crochet in the first stitch, and now make 1 double crochet in each stitch, leaving 5 stitches at the end. Okay, so that's the end of row 17. So don't work on the last 5 stitches. Okay, so row 18, turn, and you just repeat row 16, skip the first stitch and slip stitch in the next 5 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and chain 3, and so on. Okay, so finish this row. For row 19 to 22, repeat row 17 and 16 alternating. Okay, I'm going to let you do those rows and I will see you row 23. So row 22, you should have 8 stitches here. Row 23, turn, skip the first stitch and then slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 1, skip chain 2 from previous row, and then 2 double crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in each stitch, leaving 5 stitches at the end. Okay, so you should have 4 stitches here. Row 24, turn, and then skip the first stitch, and then slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. Slip stitch chain 1, slip stitch the first stitch, and then chain 3, 1 double crochet in each stitch in the next 3 stitches. Okay, so that's the end of row 24, and this is how the wing looks like for now. Row 25, turn, skip the first stitch, and then slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, and then chain 200. This is the string that will go around the back, so you decide how long you want the string, but 200 chains measures approximately 70 centimeters or 27.6 inches. Okay, so once you have 200 chains, skip the first chain and then slip stitch in each chain going down. So starting in the second chain, slip stitch, and then slip stitch in the next chain. So I'm going to let you do this, and I will see you at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm at the end. To end this row, slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, and fasten off. So go ahead and make another wing, and I will see you part 2 of the pattern. Okay, part 2 of the pattern is the connection of these 2 wings. Attach the yarn in the first row, this one here. Okay, we can just set aside the other wing for now. You can attach however you want. For me, I just make knot to connect. Okay, chain 1. So we're going to make 1 single crochet in each spaces here up to row 7. And within these rows, you need to make 14 single crochets total. Okay, so there are no rules on where you need to insert the hook, as long as you make the number of single crochets that is needed, which is 14 stitches. So each wing needs to have the same number of single crochets. So let me just check if I already reached 7 rows. I'm only on row 6, and let's see how many single crochets I need to do more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 single crochets. I will add 2 to make it 14. And just perfect to end on row 7. Next, make 122 chains. After making 122 chains, make sure that the chains are not twisted. Connect the other wing. Insert the hook in row 7. Okay, and then pull through. Then make chain 1. So now we do the same what we did in the other side. Make 14 single crochets and you end it on row 1 for this side. So that's the end of part 2. Next is part 3 of the pattern, making the bells. Make sure that the chains are not twisted. Part 3, we change hook size. Use 3.5 mm crochet hook. So row 1, turn. And then chain 1. 1 single crochet in each stitch, starting in the stitch where our chain 1 is. And when you reach the chains, do the same, 1 single crochet in each chain. So I'm going to let you do this row and I will see you row 2. Okay, so I have finished my row 1. There should have a total of 150 single crochets. Row 2, turn, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the first stitch where chain 3 is, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 3, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th stitch, make 1 single crochet, and then chain 3, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th stitch, make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and you just repeat this pattern till the end of the row. I will show you one more time. Chain 3, and then skip 4 stitches. In the 5th stitch, make 1 single crochet, and then chain 3, skip 4 stitches, and then in the 5th stitch, make 2 double crochet, and then chain 2, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so you just finish this row. So I'm still in row 2. I want to show you this in case you will have the same situation. If at the end of the row the stitches left are not exact, which is it should be 5 stitches, don't worry about it. It's not going to make any difference in the pattern. Row 3, turn, chain 2, skip 2 double crochet from the previous row, and then in the space here, make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochet. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So now skip the 2 double crochet from the previous row, and then make 1 single crochet in the chain 3 space, this one here, then chain 3, skip the single crochet from the previous row, and then 1 single crochet in the chain 3 space. Okay, so you just repeat this pattern. Make 3 double crochet in the space plus chain 2 plus another 3 double crochet. Okay, so one single crochet in the chain 3 space, and then chain 3, one single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and then 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, make another 3 double crochets, okay, so that's the pattern for this row. I will let you continue and I will see you by the end of this row. I'm at the end of row 3. Let me just finish it. Okay, so to end the row, make one double crochet in the last stitch. Row 4, turn, and then chain 2, skip 3 double crochets, and then make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space of the previous row. Okay, then chain 3, skip the 3 double crochets and the single crochet from the previous row, and then make one single crochet in the chain 3 space, this one here. And then chain 3, and then skip the single crochet, skip the 3 double crochets of the previous row, and make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space. Chain 3, and then skip the 3 double crochet, skip the single crochet in the next chain 3 space, make one single crochet, chain 3, and then in this chain 2 space, make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochets. Okay, so you just continue this pattern and I will see you by the end of this row. Okay, so I'm at the end of row 4. To end the row, skip the 3 double crochet and then make 1 double crochet in the second chain. Row 5, turn, chain 2, and then skip the 3 double crochet and then make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space of the previous row. And then skip the 3 double crochet, single crochet in the chain 3 space, this one here, and then chain 3, skip the single crochet, and then 1 single crochet in the chain 3 space. Okay, so in the next chain 2 space, make 3 double crochet plus chain 2 and then plus 3 double crochet. Okay, so you just skip the 3 double crochet, single crochet in the chain 3 space, and then chain 3, skip the single crochet, and then make 1 single crochet in the chain 3 space. Okay, so that's the pattern for this row. To end, skip the 3 double crochet, then make 1 double crochet in the second chain. Just the same how you ended the last row. Okay, so from row 6 to row 24, repeat row 4 and row 5 alternating. And once you finished the 24 rows, we will proceed in part 4 of the pattern, the border, and this one here, and making the string to tie at center front of the top. And this will be the last part of the pattern. So here is my work. Now we proceed to the part 4 of the pattern, the border and string. We will make single crochet in each space. There is no rule where you need to insert the hook, as long as you do the same when you make the border of the other side. Start with chain 1 and then just make 1 single crochet in each space up to the part where we need to make the first string, and I will show you that part. Okay, so once you reach this space here, this one, you single crochet and chain 100. Once you have 100 chains, go back down by slip stitching in each chain. Okay, so once you reach the last chain, continue making one single crochet in each space. And when you reach this space, make 100 chains. This is for the second string. Okay, so just make this string do the same how you did the other side. So to end, slip stitch in the next space and fasten off. So that's the end, and this is how it looks like. And now you just do the same in the other side. Attach the yarn here, this one. And after making that, hide all the tails and your top is ready. Thank you very much for making this top. I hope my explanation was clear enough. I hope you enjoy making this top. If you do, please like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing for more crochet video tutorials. And also, don't forget to show me your work. If you have a post, if you make a post in Instagram, tag me. I will always share your work in my story and sometimes even make a post about it. Okay, see you in my next tutorial. Bye for now.